Can you hear me now? It seems like that's been a familiar word or phrase that we've had used lately. Good afternoon. I'm Ed Kelly, Volusia County Council Chairman, and today I'm here with County Manager George Reckingwall and Growth and Resource Management Director Clay Irvin. We're going to take a little step back in time, back to 1995, April the 22nd, on this same day, Earth Day then, and we're going to take a look and see what was planted on that day in the time capsule. Have no idea what it is, but we're going to get a snapshot and a view of what is there. George, you want to add something to that?
Yeah, thank you. 1995 was an interesting year. So long ago that I wasn't even here. It was 2 years before I started at the county. Back then, of course, Bill Clinton was the president. Gas was $1.09, which, see, that sounds impressive. Who would have ever thought that we're back down to that now? So we'll have to remember that 25 years from now. AOL and Prodigy offered access to the World Wide Web for the first time, making the internet easily accessible to the general public. Unfortunately, that was also the year of the Oklahoma City bombing and the beginning of the Bosnian war with NATO bombing. And O.J. Simpson was found not guilty of double murder that year. So, very interesting year, 1995. And we could certainly say that this year will be more interesting than most, and probably more than 95.
But
First of all, good afternoon, everyone. Thank you very much for coming out. And what I'd like to speak to you all about right now is our continuing efforts here in Volusia County. As we celebrate the 50th anniversary of Earth Day, it's important to remember that our leadership here at Volusia County since that time has strived to ensure that Volusia County continues to protect and preserve as well as enhance our natural resources to make our area so great. And as we do this, I'm kind of thinking of something I learned while I was going through college at Florida State. There was a term used, think globally, act locally. And that's what you're seeing here today, is that these small incremental steps, something as ceremonial as a time capsule, something as major as our Regional Resiliency Action Plan, all reflect how our leadership, how our council, how our business community and our residents are working together to make sure that we are protecting the environment now and for future generations. And we just hope that when they open up this time capsule in 25 more years, some of these things will still have relevance, and hopefully a lot of the issues that we're facing will be taken care of by them. So once again, thank you very much for coming out today. We appreciate your sharing and encouraging these efforts so that way we can continue on our efforts. Thank you.
okay, George, you have a lot more experience than I do with manhole covers, so if we can get someone here that can give us a hand, because I don't know that I could pick it up by myself. But now's the moment that we've been waiting for. And who would have thought 25 years ago they put something there that today we would be finding out exactly what they put in there. I'm wondering, is there flip phone in there? Wonder what might be in there that they put. A backbone might even be in there. Oh, there it is. There's something. It's just a trash can. But, George, I'm glad that we have help. It's wet. That's not a good sign. It's wet. It's not too deep. Okay. The moment we've been waiting for. George, I'm going to give you the honor of taking the first item out. Oh, look at that.
Well, this is good for me. I'll take two out. There's Diet Coke and a baseball. We miss baseball right now.
Yeah, we do. It's not signed by anybody. I was hoping it'd be signed by somebody.
But keeping with the theme, we were pushing the Volusia Recycle. Well, the old Volusia County Department of Fire Services.
That hadn't changed much. That logo's still about the same. Still had a snapback hat. Uh-oh. What is that?
Our ballots, which are printed on recycled paper back at that time.
No Chads on this one, though. No.
Power Ranger, which is
That's a collectible. Here's a collectible. Who gets that?
some money here. I use these all the time. Quarter from 1995. We have, of course, we talked about the Oklahoma City bombing. There's the Orlando Sentinel for that day. We also had the News Journal.
There you go.
License plate that's on it as well. Fortunately, I'm gonna wreck it. So I think I'll leave it intact.
Isn't that amazing? The News Journal had some actual pages to it, not just 6 in one section and 6 in the next section. Hope there's nobody here from the News Journal.
There's our,
You know better than that.
we certainly have our hurricane preparedness guide. Keep Florida beautiful. Book that later became a great movie. Forrest Gump. I mean, there's lots of stuff.
Run, Forrest.
Of course, we have the proclamation declaring it Earth Month. Back at that time, Freddie Moore was the council chairman. Phil Jorno, at large, Pat Patterson, District 1, Lynn Plaskett, District 2, Robert Tuttle, at large, Stan Roseveare, District 4, and Patricia Northey, District 5, Vice Chair.
Hey, the Trail Queen, Pat Northey, I'm letting you know that your signature survived 25 years. And Phil, I'll get a picture of this and make sure I post it on your Facebook page.
Well, this hasn't changed much, still pretty thick document. The 1994-95 annual budget, which at that time celebrated 23 years of Volusia County budgeting. Shirt that may need a little cleaning, but the 25th birthday celebration. Interesting to see
Let's see what
some of the sponsors. and stuff
Hold the
like
other
that.
side. Let's see what it's in your hands, Volusia. Keep Florida beautiful. Earth Day 95 was brought to you by, and it listed everyone who helped make this possible on that day.
Now, this is something that these you won't see anymore. Phone books.
Wait, somebody may want to take that home and recycle it for a CP or something.
DeLand, Deltona, Orange City, all one phone book.
Wow.
The book The Lion King, which was been popular at that
Well,
time.
now it's just the Tiger King. If you haven't seen it, I don't know whether I didn't think it was worth watching, so I watched it.
Sheriff's Association.
Who was sheriff then?
Trying to see here.
Bogo.
That was a rhetorical question.
All that. And like I said, there's quite a lot of
Well,
things.
they put a lot in there, didn't they, George?
Yeah. Ooh.
I'm glad I let you do that.
Road and Bridge and Solid Waste crews responded to the Homestead area on Andrew, 1992. They were using this water back at that time. Of course, back then that water was 3 years old. He's he's deceased now, but this is was made out to Billy Gilly, Assistant Director of Volusia County Public Works, later became the Director of Solid Waste. Let's take a look. Gotta be careful with Billy. We may have to turn the cameras off. Okay.
No, you better not turn that around to the camera.
Yeah, no. Just how the recycling and the use of paper grocery bags. Billy was instrumental in solid waste at that time and setting up the county's original recycling program. Billy, I know you're up there laughing. I'm surprised he didn't send something like this, but this beer and Anderson, which I don't have any idea. But, and
See, it's not even Daytona Beach. I thought it might say Daytona Beach or something. Maybe British Columbia.
well, you had to know Billy. So there's quite a lot of items will be here the rest of the afternoon, but some interesting stuff we can lay out here. The voter's guide.
Beep, 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 beep.
Paperweight.
I think this was the first LPGA championship, right? That year was the first year that I was there. That year. That was cool. I didn't have a media pass, but Jeff would have had one.
LPGA, yeah, media sprint championship pass. One of a deputy badge, may use that little, get some access. And again, interesting book that we'll definitely have to read a little bit on the Home Rule Charter back in '95, which has been regularly attacked since. Paid advertising. And just finishing out here, another quarter. Some sort of a dead animal. I think it's a dried up salamander. Golf ball that I'm sure Gilly hit. Sheriff Bob Bogle, Junior Deputy Sheriff pin. And Power Ranger, Power Morphin flavored gum. You're welcome to try.
And you have some water to go with it. It has a little hole in it. I think that's why the salamander didn't make it.
Just a little piece of a desk calendar for that day, back at that time.
And here's the agenda for April 20th. And all of the council members signed it. So this will be neat. I'm going to take a picture of this as well. Each one's signature is on there, and that's the agenda.
Oh, very good. A Bob Vogel baseball card. So very nice. Okay, so that's everything. Yeah. Want to back off?
I had your back.
Now it's our turn to put something in there that will be open.
Did we get rid of the salamander
Got a
yet?
new one.
Be careful.
All right. Now we already have something in here, right?
What we tried to do, actually was very instrumental in making sure that we got this out to all of our departments to say that, hey, here's your opportunity, let's go ahead and talk about what's happening in today's world so that in 25 years folks have a real living world example of what's going on. And I gotta find the one that we did do. The first thing would be the toilet paper, but we had one in here that said, basically, this is a valued commodity, and we can't really explain it anyway. So we do have the tissue paper,
though, right?
recycled, because it's the green heritage. We've got a lot of functional stuff, so we do have our budget for this year. We have our COVID-19 operational guide, and more importantly, we also have the census information. So what you're going to see is we do have our census booklet, which talks about what's going on, plus the
shirts that are handed out to our census volunteers. One of the things we're also putting in is about our half marathon, as well as one of the medals, so that way they can see anyone who finished it. They've got that capability. The newspapers are coming.
Yeah, I think.
We have the Census 20 thermos. The pink flamingo, other than being one of the greatest lawn ornaments ever created, also reflects our Be Floridian Now program, where we encourage everyone to use native plants and avoid utilizing fertilizers so they don't pollute the surface water or groundwater. So that's going in there to show folks that we were thinking about it. Of course, they won't understand it in 25 years. But we have our small blue recycling bin and a similar sized one. We're trying to talk about water resources. So we have the squeegee, which is in the shape of a water drop. We have from our friends over at Waste Management, or excuse me, our solid waste folks, were generous to provide this bag, and it's got a variety of different things, including a truck, a calendar, as well as pencils and those things. So hopefully pencils won't be out of date back then. This is a COVID coronavirus new video clips and photographs. So we got a thumb drive. Maybe they'll have the technology for running a thumb drive. Just think about it. We had 3 1/4 hard disks back then. Anybody got a machine that can run one of those? Oh. All right, we're gonna use you. We need you. Just again, identifying who our county council members were and why they thought it was so important.
We put ours in there sealed and hermetically sealed so it wouldn't get wet.
We got our friends, the manatee going in, showing our reflection of our manatee protection plan and the importance it plays in. Something that's really become important as far as our public outreach, our State of the County. It's our program from this past year's activity, so that way the future generations can understand what we accomplished. This National Geographic, which is really kind of interesting, and it kind of reflects a half full, half empty perspective, because it's showing how we lost the planet, how we saved the planet. So it'll be interesting to see in 25 years if there's which side actually worked out.
I think they'll find the planet's still here.
Yes. Green Volusia, which is a program our council fully endorses. This is where we're working on such things as our sustainability action plan and those types of things. A copy of that is included in here in hard copy. Hopefully reading will not be out of date in 25 years. Our Don't Be Shellfish, which I think is hysterical, from our coastal folks. It also has the plans for our Edwin Peck Park, so that way we can show why and how we were able to provide access to the public to our beaches. And I'm going to try and wrap some of these up, is that we do have some of the different videos that are going forward. And I'm going to go right to the chase. Also from Waste Management, this is a waste bag for a dog. And there's something in there that will scare someone in the future, but it's plastic.
Thank goodness for that.
That's it, folks.
Well, and we have from the Volusia County Library System, Volusia County Public Library stacks up, and you all can see, those of you that know how important the library has been with this time where we all have been in safer at home and the use of that. Thank you for helping cover all of that and giving us updates on the library, and they will know too.
This will be the book for the future and how we do. They'll look back 25 years and see how to handle the pandemic. And so we'll definitely have to have that in for this particular year. And good riddance to the pandemic here. Of course, this budget's probably not worth much anymore.
It will have to be modified.
It'll definitely be modified.
Amended and amended and amended.
Don't seal that until after we've approved it.
That's actually the one we're working even on. Okay, I think we got everything represented, some Votran, some other tchotchkes from the airport.
Oh, that's our...
Anything else need to go in?
No.
If I could be assured that I would be there I would try to shrink down in size. Because I would love to see what it's going to be like 25 years from now. I don't think that's going to be mine. I don't want to wind up like the salamander.
I'll be 81, so hopefully I'll be 81.
But you'll be there, George. You'll know. Let's make sure
Maybe they'll invite me back.
whoever's recording this, they make sure that George is invited back.
You guys want it snapshot? Is there anything else you're rocking with?
Is it salamander free?
Okay.
5.
One more time, please.
That was